What's up, YouTube? It's the Big Kahuna back again with another video. I'd like to give a shout out to Tyron Edwards Jr., Network Era 9, Metal Face Doom, and on to today's video. So here we are in the next generation. There's been a lot of bickering going back and forth between the Microsoft camp and the Sony camp, and who's better, who's not better, who's got 1080p, who doesn't have 1080p. Well, so it comes out that, and I'm sure everybody already knows this by now, that Sony's rehashing a bunch of games. And I know that rehashing is kind of like a dirty word now to say rehash, but they're bringing up at least 4 games I know of from the PS3 and porting them over to the PS4, and all they're doing is basically putting 1080p on them and adding more frames per second, which is not going to make it next gen at all. Now, if they was taking these games and building them from the ground up, then I can see, saying, you know what, I'm gonna purchase that, even though I have, this game on the PS3. Now it's going to be next gen because it's going to have the next gen visuals and the frame rate and all that good stuff. So, not to be left out, Microsoft is doing also the same thing. They're bringing out Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're gonna do basically the same thing, 1080p, add more frames. And just so people know, and I know the X1 guys know, but it's those Sony fanboys that don't know, adding the higher resolution and more frames is not making it next gen. It's still gonna be the last gen game with just 1080p and extra frames per second. That's all it's gonna be, nothing different. Case in point, DC Online Universe, I had it on the PS3. Now when I seen that it was on the PS4, it was a okay game, so I said, let me go ahead and download this. So I downloaded it, and I'm thinking to myself, this game is going to be with next gen graphics, it's going to be out of sight, I can't wait until it's downloaded. And I figured I was going to have to do everything all over again. So I downloaded, I downloaded, I started playing it, and it's the exact same graphics, just with 1080p. So that's why I think it's funny that the PlayStation guys harp on that 1080p so much, because it didn't change that game not one bit. The game wasn't funner, it wasn't better, it was the same freaking game, just with 1080p. That's it. So moving on from that, like I said before, Microsoft is also doing the same thing with rehashing these games. Now, these games were fantastic, but unfortunately, I had a 360 and I still have all those games. I can go back on the 360 and play those games. They're not doing them from the ground up, so there's no reason for me to purchase Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 over again, even though I love the games and I love the multiplayer. Now, I will purchase The Last of Us, because The Last of Us was something I never played on last gen, because I knew we was moving to the next gen. So there was no reason, once I knew we was moving to the next gen, all my resources went to the next gen, not buying stuff on last gen. So that would be the only purchase I would make that would be quote unquote a rehash. It wouldn't be a rehash for me because it would be brand new, but I'm not buying rehash games. It's not happening. I don't care if it's on both systems. If you're going to do it from the ground up, yeah, you might have a sale then, but just to slap some 1080p on it and extra frames is just not doing it for me. So I would love to know what you guys think about this, Sony guys and Microsoft guys. I just don't see the need to buy rehash games, and that's just my opinion. But other people might do it, and I wouldn't fault them for it, because you like what you like. But anyway, as I always say, fanboys don't like their system, they just hate yours. Peace out.